With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down. 30 base.
I got it. Shoot.
Snap.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Come on. Watch 8-9, watch 8-9.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Henry, 51, come on. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant, go. Patrick. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Ballage. And an alley to run. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start by... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
He'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, Defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
90 Wolf. Here we go. Here we go. 64.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, D. Watch safety creep. General West. Safety's creeping. Hey. High 7. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Yo. Yo. Jim. 5.
2nd and 5. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It's a quarterback sneak. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Balaj. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, McGill. finds his target, Montgomery. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Philadelphia.
Let's go.
From the gun, McGill. This will be caught by Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Set, ready, go to base. Watch it front. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Set. Here I come. Here I come. Set, go.
Looking to throw on second down. McGill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run here with Balaj. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Fresno. Leo.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Nice footwork at the 25. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, Haywood. Right there.
Second and 10. He's going to let one go deep for punt. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their own 37.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 51. Watch the pass.
Operating from the gun, McGill. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the seat. This drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check. 5.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Get ready. Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready? Hey, come on. I got you. I got you.
To throw on third down, McGill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
It's going to be a long day. Shut up. Come on, boy. 51.
Looking to throw. McGill. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Balaj. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
51, Mike 51. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Come on. Back. Yo, faster. Leap him.
And some room to work. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. Don't get nervous. 51, money go. 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
To throw on second down. McGill flushed and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Go on. You're out. Check 99. Check 99.
On design run for their wideout. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Check. 80 weapon. Switch. Check 52.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case,
that's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Three down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch.
Fight.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eight, read. Go. Hey, orbit.
4 down.
Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the whip. Check 13.
Greystone, travel.
Check 1-3. Showing it.
Shoot.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, 4 down.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
All day, every day, any day.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. Now the wolf. Slant. Switch. Set, go.
Throwing on first down. McGill flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
On the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, you got 3, 3 down, 3 down.
Shoot.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Barrett on the keeper.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Seattle, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.